Welcome back,
Hey
everybody.
guys, it's Amy
And Veronica.
and Campbell's joining us today, and we're just going to talk about what has sold in the last week for us on MERCARI, Poshmark, and Facebook.
Yes. You can go ahead and start.
Okay, so I had 8 sales on Facebook, 5 on Poshmark, and 1 on MERCARI. The items that I sold on Facebook, and like I said, we said in our last video, if you want items to move quicker than they are on Poshmark or MERCARI, then Facebook is the way to go. I did an athletic kind of purge and a Lululemon purge, as well as an Athleta one, and I was able to sell an Athleta pullover and these salutation pants that I mentioned in our last haul video as a bundle. I sold, I actually sold these 2 Lululemon tanks that I just recently found, and so they sold within a day. This lavender one is the pure focus tank in a size 4, and this really great green one is the all tied up tank. So I sold those separately. They're both a size 4, but like I said, within days of each other. And then just going off here quickly, I sold the Patagonia bikini top I mentioned, a pair of Athleta swim shorts I've had forever, that green Patagonia button up that was in our last haul video, a Athleta Sculptic Stealth sports bra, and a men's Smartwool pullover that was a recent find I had just posted on Poshmark, and it sold within the same day. And this Athleta pure organic long sleeve seamless shirt that I found at the bins, like I mentioned in our recent haul. We went to the bins, found that, so I made my money back plus some. And then just little things, a pair of Zella crops, the pure gel linen tank that I mentioned, that was like army green, a Boys Vineyard Vines button down shirt I found for like a couple bucks, and it was in excellent condition and had come from a dry cleaner because it still had the tag on it. Oh, that's just so funny that people just like don't pick up their dry cleaning and then they donate it to like a thrift store. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. And then MERCARI, I sold an girls Aviva zip up jacket. So altogether that was about 11-12 sales within a week, you guys.
You can't beat that.
No.
So for my week, I actually was surprised at how many sales I had because this week, my work week was super busy. Shout out to the girl that I trained from Wyoming. But she was with me throughout the week, was able to thrift, of course, but at night, I was so exhausted. I didn't really sit much on my phone or on the computer and really hit the promotions out there. But my first sell of the week was a Jules floral tunic. It was a size 12 in women's, super adorable. The print of it was great. A pair of Adriano Goldschmied, the legging ankle jeans. They were in a stone blue. I did go ahead and take an offer on them because I had them for a while. So I did make back my money and some, of course, but I was also glad that those moved. Patagonia base layer, just a plain black base layer, sold for me. I was trying to get a bundle, but I'm so glad to get rid of those pieces because we are getting into warmer weather now. One of my favorites that I sold was a Maeve by Anthropologie hex print maxi print oh my gosh.
Skirt was beautiful.
Yes.
Maxi skirt.
Yes, the maxi skirt. So that was one. It was in a size large. I was actually kind of surprised that I had it for as long as I did.
It sat for a while.
But maybe because it is winter and then we had that whole polar vortex thing. But
now
that's what I'm going to blame it on.
Now that it's over, I feel like all of our spring stuff will probably move now.
Yeah.
And our winter stuff is just going to sit there, unfortunately.
Yes. So I don't know if the person I was training from my job brought me like the best of luck, but we went out and something that Amy and I were talking about today, just while we were prepping for shooting, is we're getting really, really good. I mean, we have been doing this for a while, but we're getting really good at looking at a rack and being able to just pick up instead of thumbing through everything, going for the quality. You can see the quality of the material. You can start to recognize prints, styles of clothing. But I found a pair of the Tailored Sportsman Trophy Hunter pant. They are a horseback riding pant, but they are very expensive. I bought them for $2.50 and I sold them for $70.
Within minutes.
Yes, it was literally 2 minutes. She sent me an offer. I had them listed at $80 and she sent me an offer for $70 and I wasn't going to be greedy, so I accepted. The next sale I had was a Lulu tank Work the Circuit. That was one that I had on Poshmark. Super great tank. It was also in a size 10. Next was a pair of Vans. Vans are something that I am starting to really look for now because they are hot to sell. This is also something that I sold within minutes. I believe it was something like 18 minutes and they sold. But they are like a tan midi height Van. They were either men's or women's. I went ahead and posted out as women's because they are something I would wear. They are a 6.5 in men's, 8 in women's. I sold what we had in our haul video last week, the Lululemon Mind Over Miles shorts. Those sold for asking price. I knew the color was hot and the style, so I knew I was going to get pretty much what I wanted for them. And then a men's Patagonia shirt, just a basic slim fit size large t-shirt. And then on Facebook, I had 2 sales. So that was everything on Poshmark. Didn't sell anything on MERCARI this week. But for Facebook, I sold a women's Bowden 100% silk blouse. And that is something that sold in minutes as well. I believe she responded back to my post in 8 minutes with sold. So that got out right away. And then I found 2 pairs of Fabletics Sebastian tights. They were 99 cents each at Goodwill. Fabletics is not something that I normally pick up, but I have noticed that actress's butt is all over Facebook, so I feel like people are buying it. What is her name?
Is it Kate Hudson?
Yes, Kate Hudson. So the Fabletics sold for $26 for the bundle, and I only paid $2 for them, so I'm pretty happy with that.
It was a good sales week. And we just want to touch base that I was scrolling through our recent followers on our shared Instagram, and an Instagram account popped up named Poshmark, what was it?
Poshmark Sharer.
So basically they're a Poshmark virtual assistant company. You sign up with them. They have different packages that you can buy, but actually when they followed us, they were running a promotion where for 1 day at no cost, they would share your closet, I think 3,000 times throughout the day, certain time periods, like
morning, afternoon,
and at night
and evening.
So we both signed up, and they were true to their word. They shared the heck out of my closet. I did nothing that day but just watched my self shares grow. I started out at 5,642, ended at 8,666, which was scary. So I did 1 share because that's the no-no number. From it though, I was pleased with the results. I had 44 likes during that whole day. 1 like really low ball. Oh, she doesn't like the low ball offer I received. And I had 1 sale, which I felt like that was for not paying anything and for just 1 day. I can't complain about that.
Especially getting the likes up, because when I buy something on Posh, I'm liking it and then I see if the price drops at all, unless it's something that I'm in desperate need of, like the loafers I'm wearing. But other than that, I think we all follow for the likes, so it was pretty good. Mine, I started out with 7,429 self-shares, and ended at 10,809. I received 33 likes. It resulted in 2 sales and 1 lowball offer as well. It was like a $5 offer on an Anthro shirt, and I was like,